Me 22. History major living existence of dust and caffeine. University library is my natural habitat, specifically the quiet zone on the 4th floor. Silence is golden, silence is sanity. Trying to finish thesis on 12th century trade routes. Social life non-existent, look like a Victorian ghost who hasn't seen the sun in years. One Tuesday afternoon deep in the archives, smell of old. Non-existence is Mayan signing 24, paper and depression. Suddenly, a disturbance in the force here, jingling like a cat collar. Look up, it's her short, messy hair dyed 3 different pastel colors, overalls covered in paint splatters, carrying a portfolio the size of a door. Looks like a chaotic gnome that escaped a fantasy novel. She scans the room, locks eyes with me, smirks, walks over to my isolated table, drops the giant portfolio with a thunderous boom. Librarian from 3 aisles over, hisses like a snake. Gnome girl ignores her, his capes. Looks the company's hiles over, hisses like a snake. Gnome girl ignores her, hisses like a snake. Gnome girl ignores a Tesla. No companies whatsoever with 140 mental 3 aisles over, hisses like a snake. Sits directly across from me, pulls out a stick of charcoal, stares at my face intensely. I try to look at my book and feel her eyes drilling into my soul. She whispers loudly, "Don't move, Sensei. The lighting is perfect. Sensei, look around, nobody else there. Me. Excuse me." She holds up a hand. Sheer. Excuse me. She holds up a hand. Sheer. Excuse me. She holds up a hand. Sheer. Yes. Excuse me. She holds up a hand. Sheer. You have the bone structure of a tragic poet. I turn redder than a stop sign, bury face in book, hear the scratching of charcoal for an hour. She rips the paper out, slides it across the table. It's a drawing of me, but with huge anime eyes and sparkles. Caption reads, "Sensei pondering the orb." I look up. She winks. "Keep it. It'll be worth millions when I'm famous." Packs up her chaos, leaves without another word. I am confused brain. XEG rebooting think. That was a one-time weird encounter. Next day go to same spot. Thinking safe zone 10 minutes and hear the jingling. Oh no, she slides into the chair next to me this time. Smells like turpentine and vanilla. "Good afternoon, Sensei." People turning heads. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student. She ignores this logic, pulls out a bento box. "I made you lunch. You look like you survive on vending machine crackers." She opens it, rice shaped like a panda, sausages, cut into octopuses. It is adorable. It is terrifying. "Eat up, Sensei. Need brain food for your big thoughts." I hesitate. She picks up a sausage with chopsticks, moves it towards my mouth. Say, I recoil. I can feed myself. She pouts, rejecting your student's offering. "Harsh, Sensei." Guy at the next table snickers. I quickly eat the octopus to stop the scene. She beams. "Good boy." Pats my head. My soul leaves my body. This becomes the new routine every day at 2 p.m. She finds me no matter where I hide. Moved to the engineering basement. She found me. "There you are, Sensei. I tracked your aura." Moved to the botany greenhouse. She appeared from behind a fern. "Nature study today, Sensei." I cannot escape. 1 week later, I'm in line at the campus coffee shop, crowded just. Want a black coffee, feel a weight on my shoulder. She is using me as an armrest. She is 5'2", I am 6'0" inches. She yells to the barista, 2 pumpkin spice lattes with extra whip. Put them on Sensei's tab. The barista looks at me. "Is this your student?" I try to explain. She interrupts. "I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me the ways of the world." Barista gives me a look of pure judgment, writes "Sensei" on my cup. I pay because I am weak. We sit down. She drinks the latte, gets foam on nose, looks at me expectantly. I sigh, hand her a napkin. "Thanks, Sensei. You're so attentive." Group of sorority girls walks by. They look at us. She waves. "Hi, this is my Sensei. He's teaching me history." Sorority girls giggle. "He looks kinda cute in a dying Victorian child way." Did I just get roasted and complimented at the same time? She kicks me under the table. "See? You're popular. You're welcome." Later that week, I have a midterm presentation. Nervous wreck, sweating through my shirt, walking to the lecture hall. She intercepts me in the hallway wearing a beret and fake mustache. "Sensei, you look tense. I have a presentation. Do you want me to heckle the other students to assert dominance?" "Please do not do that." "Fine. Here." She slaps a sticker on my chest. "It's a gold star. You're gonna crush it." She vanishes into the crowd. I walk into class. Give presentation, look at my chest, realize the sticker actually says "Certified Hottie" in glitter letters. Professor stares at it. I try to cover it with my hand. Finish presentation. Professor nods. Bold marketing strategy. Anon. B+. Walk out. She is waiting, leaning against a vending machine. How did it go, Sensei? The sticker. I know. Truth in advertising. She grins like a shark. I realize I am not annoyed. I am actually smiling. Oh no, Stockholm Syndrome setting in. A month passes. We are a known entity on campus, the Sensei and Goblin duo. People take photos of us. I am studying. She is draped over the chair, upside down, reading manga. Librarian has given up. Dragon Lady Librarian actually brings us cookies once for the entertainment. She says I am living in a sitcom. One rainy evening, library closing, storm of the century outside. I didn't bring an umbrella, stand at the doors looking at the deluge. She pops up, opens a tiny frilly pink umbrella. Come on, Sensei. My chariot awaits. It is clearly a one-person umbrella. We have to walk shoulder to shoulder, huddled together, smell of rain and her vanilla perfume, my heart doing cardio. She looks up at me, raindrops on her eyelashes. You know, Sensei, voice unusually soft. You're actually really warm. Brain.xes stops working. I stammer. Thermodynamics. She laughs, slips her arm through my nerd. Walk her to her dorm. She stops at the door, turns around, stands on tiptoes. I panic. Is this it? She poops my nose. See you tomorrow, Sensei. Runs inside. I stand in the rain for 5 minutes. What is happening to my life? Fast forward. Art department exhibition. She invites me. You have to come, Sensei. You're the guest of honor. I put on my one good suit, look like a funeral director, arrive at the gallery, wine and cheese crowd, abstract sculptures everywhere. Spot her across the room, wearing a dress made of newspaper, whatever. She looks amazing. She sees me, squeals, drags me to the center of the room. Everyone. Sensei is here. Room goes quiet. She points to a curtained exhibit, my masterpiece. She pulls the cord. It is a series of paintings, all of me sleeping in the library, me drinking coffee, me looking confused at a pigeon title of collection, the muse in beige, my face when I am art people, clapping art critic with a monial sen. Beige my face when I am art people, clapping art critic with a monial. Literally, approaches fascinating subject. The existential dread in his eyes is palpable. She beams, I know, right? He's a natural masterpiece of anxiety. I want to dissolve into the floor. But also, she spent hours looking at me, kind of touching. Her parents walk up. Dad looks like a biker. Mom looks like a hippie. Dad crushes my hand. So this is the Sensei. I wince, sir. I'm just a student. Mom hugs me. She talks about you constantly. Sensei said this, Sensei said this, Sensei did that. Girl blushes furiously. Mom, upset. Dad grunts, you treating my girl right? I sweat. I help her study. She interjects. He buys me coffee and lets me annoy him. He's perfect. Dad laughs, slaps my back. My spine disintegrates. Good man. Later that night, we escape the party, sitting on a bench on the quad. She's barefoot, holding her heels, eating a stolen canapé. So did you hate it? I look at her. The paintings were accurate. I wanted to capture your essence. My essence is beige. Your essence is safe and kind and steady. She looks at her feet. I'm a lot. I know that. I'm loud and messy and I break things. She looks at me, but you never told me to go away. Not once. Realization hits me. I never wanted her to go away. I take a breath. You're not messy. You're colorful. Smooth.exe. She giggles. Did you just try to be romantic? Sensei? I'm trying. She slides closer on the bench, leans head on my shoulder. You're doing great. Silence for a while. Not awkward, just peaceful. Then she whispers, but if you ever grade my kissing, I will end you. Panic. What? She grabs my tie, pulls me down, kisses me, taste of cheap wine and strawberries, brain melts, fireworks.jpg. She pulls back, smirks, pass or fail. Sensei? I struggle to form words, a plus. She pumps her fist, yes, valedictorian. 2 years later, graduation day, I am wearing the gown, holding my diploma, parents taking photos, hear a megaphone siren. Oh God, she comes running across the field, gown covered in glitter, mortarboard, has a spinning propeller on it. She tackles me, we go down in a heap of polyester. Dad is laughing, Mom is horrified. She sits up on my chest, grabs my face. We did it, Sensei. We escaped the tutorial level. I groan. Get off me, you goblin. She kisses my nose. Never. Helps me up, turns to my parents. Mr. and Mrs. Anon. Your son is now legally smart. I helped. My mom smiles. We know, dear. Later, moving into our first apartment. Its small walls are thin. I am unpacking books. She is painting a mural on the living room wall. It is a dragon eating a toaster. Hey, Sensei. Yeah. I can't reach the top corner. Need a lift to tense. I walk over, pick her up. She paints the last stroke. Look at us in the mirror. Me beige cardigan, glasses hair, paint in hair, chaos incarnate. She leans back against me. We make a weird composition. Postmodern, I say. Exactly. She turns in my arms. So, since we live together now, yes. Do I still have to call you Sensei? I think about it, smirk. Only when you want something. She laughs. Okay, daddy. I drop her. She hits the couch laughing. Too far. Too far. I shake my head smiling like an idiot. Life is loud. Life is messy, but at least it's not quiet anymore, and I wouldn't trade my goblin for all the silence in the world. Epilogue. 5 years later. I am a professor now. Actual sensei teaching history. 101 door bursts open. Tiny child runs in wearing overalls, followed by her. She waves. Sorry, we're late. Junior sensei had a glitter emergency. Class stares. I sigh. Pick up the kid. Take your seat, honey. Wife winks. Yes, professor. Sit in back row. She starts sketching me while I lecture. Student raises hand. Professor. Is that? I adjust my glasses. That's the art department. Try to ignore the chaos. She blows a kiss. I catch it. Class groans. Best tenure ever.